Somebody said to me the other day, I love the music Ronnie James Dio did in the 80s when he went solo after he left Black Sabbath for the first time. Solo? Not really, man. Dio was absolutely a band. I mean, sure, it took its name from Ronnie's last name, but let's talk about the important players in that band. When it was formed, Ronnie went back and grabbed the guy that he used to play with in Rainbow in the 1970s. That would be bassist, songwriter Jimmy Bain. He also brought with him from Black Sabbath. Remember, Ronnie had been in Sabbath. He had replaced Ozzy. He brought with him from that band, drummer Vinny Appice. So that was the rhythm section for his new band, Dio. And then they got a young Irish guitarist who really was important in helping make Dio, the band, a 80s metal band. You know, Ronnie was 40 by that point, but he went head to head with guys almost half his age, and suddenly was a extremely successful 80s metal band. You know, Black Sabbath still was kind of viewed at that point as being a 70s band, and you got to remember, young kids like me in the 1980s, the 70s weren't cool anymore. So when I heard songs like We Rock, I mean, that was 80s metal. Let's talk about the great albums the band Dio released in the 1980s. There was 4 full-length albums. Holy Diver, the first one. Last in Line, which featured that song We Rock that I just referenced. Sacred Heart. Went heavy on the keyboards with Sacred Heart. Their keyboardist was a guy by the name of Claude Schnell. And then the final album that the band Dio, full-length album that the band Dio put out in the 1980s, a very overlooked release, Dream Evil. Vivian Campbell was out of the band at that point, replaced by another young metal guitarist by the name of Craig Goldy. Dream Evil, awesome release. So many good songs on that album. The band Dio, when you get into the 90s and 2000s, would have numerous different members in and out of the band. But for me personally, Mike Strigl, the golden era of that band is the 1980s. Any of the songs or albums from that decade, you cannot go wrong with when it comes to Dio.